Saint Martin de Porres was born on December 9, 1579, in Lima, Peru. He was the illegitimate son of a Spanish nobleman and a freed slave from Panama, whose ancestry was of African or possibly Native American descent. When Martin was still young, his father abandoned the family, leaving Martin, his mother, and his younger sister in poverty. Martin only attended 2 years of primary school before he began an apprenticeship with a barber surgeon, where he learned the skills of haircutting and medicine. As Martin grew, he faced harsh ridicule for his mixed-race heritage. In Peru, the law prohibited individuals of African or indigenous descent from becoming full members of religious orders. Despite this, Martin's deep devotion to prayer and his longing to belong to the religious community led him to seek acceptance from the Dominicans at the Holy Rosary Priory in Lima. He offered to take on the humblest tasks in exchange for the opportunity to wear the habit and live among the community. At the age of 15, Martin was accepted as a servant at the priory and eventually rose to the role of distributing money to the poor. In the convent, Martin continued practicing his trades as a barber and healer. He also worked in the kitchen, washed laundry, and performed various menial tasks. After 8 years, Martin was granted permission to take his vows as a member of the Third Order of Saint Dominic, thanks to the support of Prior Juan de Lorenzana, who chose to disregard the laws that discriminated against Martin's race. Despite the kindness of Lorenzana, Martin faced harsh criticism and mockery from some members of the community, who called him derogatory names due to his illegitimate birth and mixed race. Nevertheless, Martin persevered, and by 1603, at the age of 24, he became a Dominican lay brother. 10 years later, Martin was assigned to care for the infirmary, a role he would hold until his death. His dedication to the sick, especially in challenging circumstances, earned him widespread admiration. Martin became renowned for his unconditional care of all people, regardless of their background or wealth. He treated everyone from Spanish nobles to African slaves with equal compassion, welcoming them into his care without hesitation, no matter how diseased or unkempt they were. His life exemplified a deep love for God and all of God's creations. Martin was said to have possessed extraordinary gifts, including the ability to perform miracles such as aerial flights, bilocation, instantaneous healings, divine knowledge, and a special connection with animals. He also founded an orphanage for abandoned children and slaves and was known for raising dowries for young girls in a remarkably short amount of time. During a devastating epidemic in Lima, many friars in the convent of the Rosary fell ill and were isolated in a distant part of the convent. Despite the restrictions, Martin defied orders to enter the quarantined area, caring for the sick. When disciplined for his disobedience, Martin humbly explained, "Forgive my error, and please instruct me, for I did not know that the precept of obedience took precedence over that of charity." This act of humility earned him the freedom to continue his charitable work. Martin formed close friendships with Saint Juan Macias, a fellow Dominican lay brother, and Saint Rose of Lima, a lay Dominican. In January 1639, at the age of 60, Martin became seriously ill with chills, fever, and painful tremors, suffering for nearly a year before passing away on November 3, 1639. By the time of his death, Martin's fame had spread far and wide due to the numerous miracles attributed to him, particularly in the areas of medicine and caring for the sick. After his death, his body was exhumed 25 years later, and it was found to be in perfect condition, releasing a fragrant aroma. Saint Martin de Porres was beatified by Pope Gregory XVI on October 29, 1837, and canonized by Pope John XXIII on May 6, 1962. He is the patron saint of people of mixed race, innkeepers, barbers, and public health workers. His feast day is celebrated on November 3rd. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like, comment, and share the video and subscribe the channel for more inspiring video.